You're back. I've been expecting you. Dude, I might be having fun with these transition things, actually. So, but that's because of my own free will, not because I'm trying to perform like a circus monkey, which I can't help but see it that way. But there's a lot of personality in this. And if it's authentically you, I support it as well. I should have like a rainbow that goes up. I support it too. The rainbow has become so gay. I don't mean it that way, but whatever. I mean just like children's, like a TV show or something. You know what? I'm not even gonna edit that out. This is what this is what I've been seeing on my TikTok thing. People are moving to Thailand. Should you move to Thailand? America's getting crazy. I don't know if you should or not. I'm not really qualified to say if you should move to Thailand or not move to Thailand. I think those that are moving to Thailand, or the mindset of one who feels like they can find a better life somewhere else, you might for the interim. You might for a short time, but I believe that it will be short-lived because of you've heard this thing where like you always take you with you. Now, if God is having you leave somewhere else, leave here and go somewhere else by the Spirit, great. I'm all about where God is leading, because there's a timing to where God is leading. He doesn't just get you out of a situation that's uncomfortable because it's uncomfortable, right? And it's not to downplay the state of America today or anything like that, but this is more of this like you can't like outrun yourself. Eventually, when it is your time, and I think I made a video about this yesterday, like that light comes into the darkness and exposes where you are. And what comes with that, what has come with that for me, is this understanding that I can't get myself out of darkness. I need Him. So I could move all the way around the world. I still need Him the same way. I could change the square footage of my kitchen. I could get more utensils. So many utensils that people use in the kitchen, and spices and things. It's great. I like the taste of all these things too. It's just a lot of stuff. I can get all these things. Okay, I can have all the things. It just doesn't change anything. Like it's just like it's short-lived. It's short-lived. Like actual growth will be from God. And I think God has a way of meeting us in uncomfortable places and not taking us away from uncomfortable places immediately. I think this is how we come to know that He is our comfort. When He leads us, steers us into, or doesn't pull us out of discomfort right away. He becomes the comfort in discomfort. So you learn how to be content in being uncomfortable. With this faith of looking to Him for the future of like, you have me. This isn't going to be wasted. But at the same time, I'm learning what it is to be uncomfortable here. Because I think this is the uncomfortable reality for humans that most of us want to distract ourselves away from. We really can't move anywhere. I mean, it appears that we can, right? And we can go from one relationship to the next relationship, but you ever heard that thing where it's just like, maybe the problem is you. It's not always you, but I mean, your stuff goes with you in every relationship that you go. You can put yourself in a new zip code, but there you go with you. I saw it like this. I mean, you've heard it many ways, right? The Jersey Boy movie or whatever. Basically, like you can take the boy out of Jersey, like they did. They took themselves out of Jersey, but they couldn't take the Jersey out of the boy. They couldn't take their understanding of themselves out of themselves. And so whenever they were given fame, it wasn't very good for them. This seems to be the natural progression of celebrities, or this seems to be the way that rock stars live. You know, it's kind of a fascinating documentary to me or whatever, because it seems to all kind of play out the same way. Like they weren't ready for that. They could not prepare themselves for what was going to come. And this is where I think that God is really good at this, because I don't think that He intends for us to be, you know, in the same zip code forever, right? Or in an uncomfortable place forever. But there is something in the discomfort There's something in the suffering. There is this need to know him and to know that he is your comforter, to know that he is your lifeline. You can't teach yourself this. This is not an overnight thing. This is very much a being established in him, having him come in to the place that you can do nothing about, and giving you a need to believe, and then receiving grace to believe, and then you're being able to be brought into a place where you can now see like you couldn't see before, and in being able to see like you couldn't see before, you're set free, so that whatever zip code you end up in, that restlessness won't follow you there. Because I think we'll be distracted by new environments and new relationships and new these things, but we cannot do anything about that restlessness that's in us. And maybe the state of the country is bringing that out for people, but I don't think it's bringing out for them to put it into their own hands of dealing with their own restlessness, but to take their restlessness to God, to learn the truth that then brings them into rest. God, my bones. I'm resting ever so deeply. But yeah, so it very much is that. It's this, you can take the boy out of Jersey, like we can take ourselves out of where we are, but we can't take where we are out of ourselves. And I know there's so many methods, and time will tell, and I'm looking, and I'm almost like I got my watch, right? And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm in my lane. God is doing this thing with me, right? Like we're doing our own thing. And I myself am fascinated because I'm invested in what he is building in me. And so, but I'm hearing how all these people are like building these things up very, very quickly. Not all of them. And they speak to the hard work and the suffering and stuff. But self-development is not the same thing as being established in God. And so I'm looking at what it is to be established in God and how it's kind of like mocked or whatever. And I'm just like, all right. Well, it may take more time, right, for whatever to sprout forth or for whatever to build, to manifest or something. But I'm curious to see what is going to stand the test of time. I'm curious to know the one who has taken me out of poverty and has put me on top of the world, so to speak, but not looking down on anyone, just a new mindset above everything. Leave the world behind, like I'm free because I know this truth. I'm no longer running away from this restlessness that was in me because I took this restlessness to God and he gave me rest. So now I have the peace that surpasses understanding. I have what the world could never give me. And so then I'm now richer than everybody else. That is, because I think at some point, like you go to God and it's this timing thing. It's like it takes time to be like established or whatever. It's going to take time for the old things that are in you to be purged out of you. You know, and when it's your time, it's your time. But I see this mindset where it's like we can deal with that ourselves. And I'm like, you're going to wrestle with that. And I hope by the grace of God, you arrive to the same conclusion, which is to hit your knees and be like, I can't deal with this restlessness that's in me. Maybe he is calling me to another country. Maybe he is calling me to another place. I know America is potentially getting worse and all that sort of thing. I'm not to say. I'm just talking about the restlessness that's in us. That fear, the spirit of fear that we are trying to outrun. But when that light comes on and exposes you in your hiding place, you will find that there is no more running for you. No more hiding for you. And that will be a very uncomfortable thing for you, but you will find that that restlessness will be surrendered at the altar, and in time you'll be established in the Lord, and in being established in the Lord you will receive this confident rest in him. And now you can be in any zip code anywhere, because Jersey has been taken out of the boy, and now the boy can be freely out of Jersey. He can go anywhere. I just like the way God does it. I'm very much looking at my watch and being like, all right, no, I hear you, self-development, all of this sounds nice. And it's really good. It tickles the ears and everything. But like, I'm ready to see like what's going to actually stand the test of time.